Well, it is International Imposter Syndrome Awareness Day this Thursday. So I thought that I'd very briefly jump onto all these different platforms just to remind you that we will be hosting a series of events. And I'm just going to quickly explain to you a little bit about imposter syndrome. You've probably heard of it. There's a lot of opinion around it. There's a lot of people on the couch talking about it who don't know anything about it. But we've actually researched this. We spent the last few years researching it. I actually learned about it in 2020, and I interviewed Kim Randall, who's an experienced coach around this particular topic. And we interviewed lots and lots of different people, and we launched International Imposter Syndrome Awareness Day, which is this Thursday, the 13th of April. And in fact, over 70% of people suffer from this at some point during their lives. Have you ever felt like a fraud? Like at any moment, someone's going to find out who you really are and your work is not as good as it seems? Well, fact is that you're not alone. The imposter syndrome term was coined in 1978 by clinical psychologists, Dr. Clance and Dr. Imes, to describe this phenomenon of high achieving people who are plagued by these feelings of inadequacy, fraudulence, and self-doubt, despite evidence of their success. So, from my own personal study into this, working with Kim and doing all these interviews and working with Lisa Ventura, who's one of the other co-founders, there's the three of us, Lisa Ventura, myself, and Kim Adele. And we've delved into this topic very deeply in the past 3 years together, and obviously independently before that. And according to these studies, imposter syndrome actually it basically comes from these I am statements that are actually formed by the time we're 7. They're enforced by the time that we are 14 and pretty much embedded by the time we are 21. The thing is, though, is that in fact, you can actually change these statements, but you need to be aware of what your subconscious brain is actually saying to you and what you're actually saying to yourself on a daily basis in order for you to fix your confidence and fix your self-doubt and actually go on to become less stressed and more successful than you already are. So anyhow, I just thought I'd jump on here very briefly just to kind of let you know this is what's happening on Thursday. We're going to be having lots and lots of events during the day. Whatever channel you are connected with me on and you're watching this on, you can find us on the Legacy Media Hub YouTube channel. We also have the International Imposter Syndrome Awareness Day page on LinkedIn. We also have a group on Facebook. We're going to be on Twitch. We're going to be on Twitter as well. So please feel free to reach out to me if you want a link to this information. It's all free during the day. We are accepting donations. We're going to have a link for that to cover some of our costs. As I'm sure you appreciate, a lot of resources gone into this, but we really just did this to build awareness around this hugely important issue that people have. And I think we all suffer from imposter syndrome. We all suffer from confidence and the lack of it, or in fact, overconfidence. And that's something that is, in fact, the opposite of imposter syndrome in many ways, something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. But I'm not going to kind of dig too deeply in that. And I'm not a brain surgeon and I'm not a rocket scientist. So I'm not going to kind of over exaggerate my abilities and my knowledge in this area, but we will be interviewing lots and lots of different coaches. We've got a lot of people who will be sharing their valuable information, including me, including Lisa Ventura and Kim Randall on the day, which is this Thursday, the 13th of April. And we really look forward to speaking with you all then and sharing lots of super resources. So thanks very much for watching. Greatly appreciated, and please share this with people that you think might find it valuable. And thank you once again. Cheers.